Well, welcome back to Steve Robb Reviews. Today we're going to review the procedure I use to store my snowblower. The winter's over, and this particular snowblower is from the early 1990s. It's lasted this long primarily because you store it properly. And this is the way I do it. I'll show you how I do it and see if you do it any differently. Most people, and this is what I have found over the years, the most convenient way to store your snowblower is to push it in the shed. And that's about what most people do. And then in the fall when they try to start it up, guess what? Steve, can you give me a hand here? Yeah, that's what happens. So I'll show you the procedure I go through. You guys let me know if there's anything here that I'm missing or something that you do that's different. Well, here's the first thing I do every time is I turn the valve off. Now I put my own valve on here. You could see this didn't come like this. I put my own shut-off valve on. I turn that off. I start up the snowblower and I run it dry. Now, as for the fuel, if you're using fuel stabilizer, and I've got, take for instance this one here, it's about this high in the tank. I'm just going to top it up to the top. And what I do is I get a piece of plastic from a plastic bag. I take the top off, put a piece of plastic over top from a regular shopping bag, tighten it on, and leave it right there. And yeah, don't be spilling or anything because it'll eat that plastic bag up. But that seals it up real good, and it's ready for the following year. All I have to do is just turn the valve on. So what's the next thing I do? Well, I make sure I pump up the tires, and that's always good to do. So let's move on to what else do I do? Well, it's kind of difficult, but you can see I've taken the plug out, and what I do is I pull the starter cord until it comes to the compression cycle, and the piston is right up at the top, and then I spray in some engine storage spray. I'll show you all this stuff when I'm finished here, and but yeah, that's what I do. And there's a couple other things that you can do because a lot of snow blowers don't have the access so easy. So that's pretty well it there. Now, if you take a look at this snowblower here, you can see the access on the one side here is pretty opened up and everything. But if you have a snowblower that has lots of shielding on it and everything, over the summer, mice will go in there and build a nest like you wouldn't believe. I found the bounce sheets. Yes, the regular fabric softener sheets. You put a couple right around the outside. Don't stuff them right in the whole thing, but just have them hanging out a bit on the outside so you can take them out in the fall. And that prevents a lot of mice going inside your machine during the summertime. Well, here's the stuff that I use. This is just a generic. You can buy these. Now you can squirt, if you've got an oil can, you know, a couple of good squirts of oil in there. But sometimes on some of the engines they're building today, it's very offset between where the plug is and where you can actually see the cylinder. So the spray I find is the best. And you just need a spark plug wrench, and they're all different sizes now, so you have to find out which size. So you know, there's no sense me telling you what size this is because the spark plugs today are not all generic. And this is a cheap little compression tester, and I think that they're under 10 bucks. And for a lot of times I can't see inside the cylinder so easily, so I just put this on, and as I'm pulling the cord it will start to register, and that's it, I stop. Now the reason why I make the valves both closed is that the springs underneath are relaxed and they're not sitting compressed all during the season. And that's what I've been told over the years. I'm not an expert on small engines. I just take the best advice that I see and hear and incorporate it into what I'm doing. Now, if you do happen to have like a regular, you know, compression tester like this one here, you know, these are a little more expensive. But in reality, if you can put your thumb even over top, like this one here, you can't put your thumb over there too much because the castings go around. But if you can put your thumb on it as you pull the starter cord, you'll feel the pressure going on your thumb, and that's it. You can just stop right there. So that's pretty well it. That's how I store my snowblower between the seasons, and I have never had a problem yet. And I've only changed this spark plug, I would say, Guys, I think this is like a 1993, somewhere around there. I can never get the model right exactly when, but it's an oldie. And I think I put a spark plug in about maybe 3 times. So thanks for joining me here today, and I hope maybe you've learned something. And I'd love to see in the comments if there's something that I'm missing that I could learn from, because that's the whole idea of YouTube, is learning from each other. If you haven't seen this channel before, you're welcome to subscribe. Come back again. Let's have some more fun.